introduction, I'd like to invite our awardee up. And while he's
there you go.
I just want to steer a couple of things. I'm just a part of a committee with Dorothy Dean and Joan Richards. We've had an opportunity to review the submissions of a number of people.
Oh, Mr. Shoreline.
We believe the person
Herman rocks.
is the most reflective of the Martin Luther King award. It is my privilege to introduce the awardee this year. And I think it's appropriate that we have an opportunity to hear in full the Birmingham letter. That letter frames my comment about our awardee. He is simply standing next to me. I'm going to share his name shortly. Our awardee, with the Birmingham letter, someone asked Dr. Martin Luther King, why are you in Birmingham? And his comment was, because injustice is here, and we have to do something to address it. When I had an opportunity to talk with our awardee, I asked him why he was so focused on veteran affairs, why he spent the time and energy. His comment was, because for veterans, life is difficult, and I want to help. And because of that, I had to do some homework. I became aware of some things. That the median age of veterans today is 64. That there are 23 million veterans in America, and of that 23 million, 850,000 a year find themselves homeless. On any given night, 300,000 veterans are sleeping without a home. It has been estimated that numbers up to 35% of the homeless constitute our veterans. Our young men and our young women go away to serve our country, and sometimes they come back broken. And we've seen it. We've seen the horrendous physical injuries and mental and emotional injuries. We've seen people who had to make the transition and spend years, sometimes in the hospital. But the sobering facts are that there are nearly 5,000 suicides each year. Another sobering fact is in our prison system, 140,000 veterans are now housed. Our nominee is Herman Shoreline. Herman Shoreline is a career veteran. He had a credential retirement insurance company, but for the last 25 years, he's dedicated himself to the work of supporting and helping veterans. He started with the Southfield Veterans Organization that is now defunct and has been replaced. He has been the post commander of the Jewish war veterans. But when we start talking with him, we start talking about an activity that seems to have captured his heart, and once he shared it with me, it captured mine. Mr. Shoreline spends a good deal of his time preparing 2 meals a year. Those meals are served at the Veterans Foundation, 2770 Park. Those meals are served to 160 to 170 people each time, once in June and once just prior to Christmas. And what he does is not just provide the meals for all of these individuals, he provides what's necessary to sustain them in life, wallets, belts. And he shared with me one situation where a gentleman needed a coat. The gentleman's size was 5X, and he managed to find a size 5X. He is working with others, but if it costs money, if he has to pay money for the services that he has rendered, he seems to be willing to do that fairly and openly. Dr. Martin Luther King once stated that an individual has not started living until he can rise above his own concerns to the broader concern of humanity. Our musical selection earlier was Let's Go Make a Difference. Herman Shoreline has made that difference. And so could you join me in welcoming Mr. Herman Shoreline in receiving the 2014 Adult Community Service Award.
This is the greatest honor. I'm just elated, totally elated. It's just wonderful. Earlier, we heard a woman with a great voice sing. And let me put my glasses on so I can read. She sang, "Lift Every Voice and Sing." Her name was Rosemary Allen She was the vocalist, and she was tremendous. Really, I think she was really. So the reason I mention her, because if you go back to the early 60s, if she was in Atlanta, Georgia, she wouldn't be allowed to sing. She wouldn't be allowed to go to a restaurant and have a meal. She wouldn't be allowed to go to a hotel. She wouldn't be allowed any that others were entitled to. Completely denied. And at that time,